Hi, my name's Lee. Welcome to my camp kitchen. Today we're going to make a world famous dish called Beef Stroganoff. But this is an original recipe from an old Russian cookbook I have. It's not like the American version or the Australian version of beef stroganoff. It's different, it's delicious, and it's easy, and it's more about the technique. So let's make it. So the ingredients we need are some mustard powder, sugar, salt, vegetable oil or olive oil, 3 onions, about 500 grams, 1 pound of mushrooms. I've got 500 grams of beef here. You can buy a fillet of beef, but it was too expensive, so I just bought beef stir fry. That's 500 grams. Black pepper, sour cream, and I think that's it. So let's go. So first of all, we make our mustard paste, and it's very easy. All we do is add 2.5 teaspoons of mustard powder to a little bowl and 2.5 teaspoons of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we add about 3 teaspoons of warm water and we stir that, and that's our mustard paste. We set that aside until we're ready for it, and we'll be adding that to the stroganoff a bit later. So now for the onions. Peel the onions and then we slice them into rounds, and then we pull the rounds apart so we get onion rings, and we do this for all 3 onions. And then we get our mushrooms and we slice them into slices, all of the mushrooms, and then we're going to light the pan, put a little bit of oil in and put our mushrooms and onions into that, reduce the heat to low and cover the pan and sweat them for about 20 minutes until all the lovely juices release. So I just realised that I didn't film the first bit of when I put the mushrooms and the onions in the pan, but all I basically did was put some oil in this pan on the heat on high, and I threw in the mushrooms and onions, put the lid on and reduced the heat to very low. So just stir it from time to time during those 20 minutes. So the mushroom and onions have been cooking for about 20 minutes and they look pretty soft to me. So I'll turn the stove off, take them off the stove, and you can see all the liquid there. So what we actually want to do is put a sieve or a strainer over a bowl, and we want to drain the mushroom and onions. So we drain all that liquid, and we actually don't keep the liquid. We just want the soft onions and mushrooms. So all that liquid, we just discard it, throw it away, and then we put the mushrooms and onions back into the pot. Right, the next step, we fry the beef. So turn your stove on to about a medium-high heat, because we really want to sear this beef. We want it really nice and brown if we can get it brown. So we're only going to cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes. So what I like to do is warm up the pan first before I add a bit of oil. And I'll cook them in 2 batches, otherwise they'll boil and not fry. So you need the pan quite nice and hot. Now we add just a couple of tablespoons of oil to the pan. Throw in 1/2 of them. And we just want to fry them for a couple of minutes until they're brown over a high heat. And when they're nice and brown, we just add them to our onion and mushrooms. Add a little bit more oil and we'll fry the other half. That's looking great. So now I just add that to the onion and mushroom mixture. Now it all comes together pretty quickly. We'll turn our heat down to low and we'll put the mushrooms and onions and beef. So all in there at the moment is just mushrooms, onions and the beef. So now we add mustard paste that we made earlier. We give that a little stir. So now we're adding 300 ml of sour cream, just a tablespoon at a time to start with. And a good teaspoon of cracked black pepper. Beef Stroganoff was actually created in the late 19th century for a Russian count. Going to put the lid back on, turn the heat down to low and cook it for about another 3 minutes, that's all, and then we're done. So it's been about 2 to 3 minutes. About 3 minutes it's been. I'll just taste it and see if it needs any adjustments. Oh God, that tastes so good. But, oh, so yum. Stir that in, and a little more black pepper. It's ready. Turn off the heat. Now you can serve this with pasta. Traditionally, I think this Russian version, they used to put French fried potato sticks on top, which would be yum. I can imagine that would be so good. Or you can serve this with noodles, pasta or rice, but time to taste it. So that's our beef stroganoff, authentic version. And now for the taste test. Okay, time to taste it. Oh, so delicious. So delicious. So much flavour out of such few ingredients, and it's the technique. You should try this classic Russian beef stroganoff. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.